Welcome back to Super Tuesday Recap with your hosts Chris and Deepam here, and we are back to review. I feel like it was like is it a break? Were we on break? No, we had an episode last week, right? I don't know. I'm all thrown off just because every show's coming back or not coming back, and we had that weird thing with Legend of Tomorrow, where Legend of Tomorrow doesn't come back with all of the shows this week. It comes back in February.
It's all very confusing.
Yeah, it's all very, very confusing. So, but Agent S.H.I.E.L.D., our steady, trusty horse here, is back again. We are back with episode 7 of season 5, Together or Not at All. Just as the team reunites, they become prey to an undefeated Kree warrior bent on killing them all. And, yeah, let's jump right into this. First of all, I want to say, fuck you to Marvel for putting out that little Fitz and Simmons little, like, love story thing they put out. Did you see that shit? Somebody posted it on the Facebook group.
It's the rudest thing they've ever done.
Like, and then he got shot in this episode, so I'm like, you guys.
No, I don't think they shot him. Like, what
are we doing? Why are we doing this to us? Why are you like?
No, they know exactly what the thing is. They know precisely what they're doing.
I will say that this is a show that really understands the social media aspect of everything. Because they really do troll people. Because I feel like the shotgun axe thing was never really in there until people went like, well, yeah, we actually do want the shotgun axe. So can you give us that? And they were like, well, they want the shotgun axe. We got to give them the shotgun axe. So, yeah, I definitely feel like they know what's going on here. It's just, it's heart-wrenching, but it's a real, like, if you're somehow new to this series and you don't really understand the Fitz and Simmons thing, you go watch that. What was it, like 3-4 minutes? They were talking about how
4 minutes of just clips of reminding you how bad it's going to hurt when they kill one of them.
Right.
Like, all that was like, you thought you felt feelings. Here's some more feelings you may have forgotten about.
Yeah, and that's just like that sucks. That's like that. I have never felt this way before, and I'm team villain and blame Chris for killing people off, and now I'm just like, you can't really kill any of these people because it would hurt too much now. So now's the perfect time. We've been waiting for people to die, and it just doesn't get any better.
All they've done is increase. It feels like it's like, oh, you go to the casino, you're like, I'm going to bust out, but I got to keep gambling. All they've done is increase your pot so the bust out hurts more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just terrible. So, here we start. Let's get some stuff here. Hey, look, shout out to the people on YouTube for one. That YouTube video, like you guys went to that one quicker than some of the podcast ones. But shout out to people who pointed out that Kasius didn't die. I did not see that. I watched it twice, and I still thought he got more than a cut in the cheek. I think it was all the blood. Like, they really got the blood going in that last episode.
No, he definitely cut him in the throat, too, but I guess the tech was just so advanced, and they got him quick.
Yeah, so, so he's the only one that didn't die. Everybody else did. So I was like, okay, wait, so if Kasius didn't die, maybe Tess is... Oh, no, Tess is still dead. Okay, we're still going to do that. Tess did not live. Okay, thought maybe if he'd lived, then maybe the other people. No. Everybody's still dead. So, but shout out to them for. And again, I guess it's just the thing they've done, and we pointed out this entire season about how this team is so seasoned now, things don't faze them. So, yeah, like at one point, Daisy is holding off a Kree while Fitz is pulling that whatever that device was that was in Simmons' ear. And like that's something that, like, what the fuck?
Yo, nonchalantly, Daisy's whipping this dude's ass. Right. Nonchalantly, just, you handle that, I'm gonna whip this Kree's ass real quick. Yeah, your powers? Fuck my powers. I got this here.
Right. Just like, oh well, no powers is still I can still whoop ass. Like, it's just one of those things. It's like, yeah, she actually still is deadly without her powers. And they just reminded us that, and the fact that Fitz and Simmons are both now cool under pressure, because literally there is a fight going around like maybe 2 feet away from them as Fitz is trying to pull something out of Simmons' ear. So, yeah, I just love that. I love how they just seem to work together, and they pull it off. Also, shout out to it was a little bit later in the episode, but I love the fact that Simmons was like, yeah, that's why I asked you to marry me. And Fitz is like, no, I asked first. Poor Fitz this episode. Nobody was really giving him the respect for all the stuff he went through to get there. I really feel bad.
No, at the end, he's like, yeah, I feel like you're not giving enough credit.
Yeah. Just like, I traveled through...
Bitching about where they're bitching about
right.
Where the weapons are?
I feel like I'm not getting enough credit here. I traveled through time and space. I traveled through time and space, and just feel like you guys aren't.
froze. How'd you get here? The long way.
Right.
We'll compare notes later. Nah, motherfucker, I froze myself. We're talking now.
Right. I came in with the gun and stuff. Like, I think you guys don't understand what's going on here. Like, there's a lot here, and I feel like I'm just not getting the credit. But like we said, it's just like, it's one of the things, it is what it is. You had to do what you had to do. That's what we are. Like, it fits what Coulson says later on. He's like, listen, we're a group of spies, superheroes and tech people. We can't figure out how to get out of this room. Come on. Like, they basically did one of those.
Not just spies and tech. It was spies, tech, and superheroes.
Yeah.
Someone give me something.
Yeah. It's like, we can do something here. Come on. So, yeah. And you know what? They did.
This was such a great episode because they were able to balance all the things that you and I love about the show. I think the fans in large love about the show. It had the heart. It had everyone got a laugh line.
Mm-hmm.
I think I laughed at every character at least once this episode, which is very rare to pull off in a show that's serious, particularly when this is where we've been racing to, the final reunion of the crew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And minus May. We'll talk about me later.
Yeah.
But it feels like they're able to balance this intensity and literally they're running the entire episode, but they're still able to make little jokes.
Yeah, like when they first show up and Daisy talks to Fitz, she's like, "Yo, to the death." He's like, "Well, I kind of had to do that. You could have put yourself in the cage. Wouldn't have been a fair fight. I do push-ups now, double digits, like
double digits."
and like I'm laughing, but at the same time, I'm like, well, you know what? He kind of is a badass now, though. So. Like,
he's not I was trained by Agent May level badass.
I mean, he's not, but I'm just saying, like.
But he will shoot you without a second thought.
Right. It is. There is an interest there. I mean, I'm just saying it's a lot closer than season one.
It's that, what is it, Temple of Doom when the guy does all that karate shit and he just shoots him?
Right. Yeah. Just,
That's who Fitz is.
Yeah. I'm just saying that, we he's a lot less defenseless than we thought, He's the one that told, a Hunter to go start the bus while the Zephyr held off those other agents.
Yeah,
so
shouldn't I and you do the tech thing? Nope. All right, fine.
Yeah. So, which I want to bring that just a little aside here. One thing that at some point we got to get back to the present because there's something going on. Remember, there was something going on with the was it lieutenant or whoever the person who was in charge who was interrogating Fitz. Remember, she killed those two people that were working under her one time. So, that's the thing with this show. They do things like this, and then they plant something, and you think that it's gone, but it never goes away. Like something like that is never it's going to come back up, and it's going to matter. So, I just want people to remember, keep that in the back of your mind. We still got to go back and handle that shit, whatever the fuck was going on there. So. That's going to be really interesting to see. So, we talked about this last week about them, if they had killed Kasius and what it would have been like to have his brother in there. So they didn't kill Kasius, but they still kind of did what we wanted, which is you find a way to give us more information on Kasius and the relationship that he has with his father and stuff like that. And we kind of elevated him. Like, he basically got... this is one times where I was like, okay, if he's alive, he's gonna kill his brother by the end of this episode.
It was a good thing because what they did was they undercut Cassius by making him look inept. They made the other brother a threat, and then they had him unseat the threat to make him scarier. And even scarier, he's unhinged.
Right, so. Here's the thing. So to me, he is scary because he's unhinged, but the real scary threat to me is still Sinara, because now she's kind of proven herself to be a person who, like what Cassie's brother said, you want to elevate yourself.
We're in a safe place, right?
Huh?
We're in a safe place. The podcast is a safe space.
Yeah.
Sinara kind of fine. She's blue and she's scary, but
I mean, look, I'm just saying, I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say no.
To the point where I was like, yo, who plays her?
She is fine, but she's like that scary fine too, because she is actually fucking scary.
Yeah, but shout out to, did you ever watch The Expanse? You watched The Expanse?
Yeah, I watched The Expanse, yeah.
That's Juliette Mao.
Yeah.
Julie Mao?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So,
no, I brought that up.
And I was like, well, who is this person? Dude, shout out to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and shout out to ABC for finding an actress who hasn't been in much. Like, I'm looking through her discography. She's from Thailand.
Yeah, no, and she was great. She was
giving her this role.
So first of all, when the Expanse season 3 comes back, I think this season sometime, this year sometime.
I forget you're an Expanse.
No, I am. Listen, that is my fucking show. It's awesome.
Okay.
Like if you ever get a chance, check it out. I know Fringe. Okay, I know you're gonna say that, so I'm not even gonna recommend it to you because I know I have things I need to watch.
You have homework.
I have homework, so I cannot give somebody else other homework. But I'm just saying. The Expanse is really, really fucking good. No, like The Expanse, we're taking a little detour here, but The Expanse has been filling my gap of I needed a space show. And now that Dark Matter unfortunately didn't get back. No, like it's all a space show. Yeah. Like but it kind of feels like this, but like all the time. Like it's like it's dark. Like they kill like they'll introduce some characters like it's funny you mentioned Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. They do that's what The Expanse does. So introduce a character, you're like, oh, this character's going to be important. It's going to have a role. They're going to. Oh no, they just killed him in an episode. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll say this: like looking her up because the reason I looked her up was she's fine, but like also she's able to convey such threat. Like her acting she does such a good job non-verbally acting, and she has since we got to this season 5. Like she's able to communicate threat just by her posture. The way she carried herself in the room.
Yo, the fact that she started speaking more the last few episodes made her even scarier.
It's so much scarier.
It's scarier. Yeah, no, it's been scarier. Now that she
talks, I'm like, ugh.
Oh, wait, now you have a voice? You can actually, you actually have thoughts. You're just not, oh my God. I thought you were just like, honestly, I thought you were just like, something just, like, not like a pet, but like, I thought you were like, just like a blunt instrument. Like you actually have feelings. You have ambitions. You have ambitions. I am fucking frightened. Like when I mean, like the thing again, it's little things that they tell you with the Kree here that honestly it makes that world even bigger. Even though we might not ever get any more. We might like I feel like they keep setting them up. We have to meet the father, but if we don't. We hear enough now that I kind of don't because he's even fucking scarier. Like this idea of what happened with Kasius and what sent him to, to Earth and to watch over this stuff is he ran from a battle, but he was like, yo, father sent me to a suicide mission. And
he sent me to die.
He sent me to die. And Sinara said, basically what and again, this is what makes Sinara to me the scary one. Sinara saw that he had ambition and that he didn't belong on the battlefield. So she took the initiative to kill the generals that were keeping him from leaving and stay by his side. Like she is clearly positioning herself to be either his queen or
the fuller part of that story. You see just how dumb Cassie's brother was. Like she would never betray him.
Right. Like when they had the whole conversation about loyalty and when Cassius brought up loyalty. And his brother was like, "Oh, that's stupid. That's why we." I'm like, "Yeah, no, you don't understand. Loyalty can go a long way.
You just don't get it. Yeah, you don't get it, dude.
Particularly when, because here's the thing. Now that I've seen more Sinara and seen like she can actually move on her own, I also think Kasius is stupid because I don't think he sees she will kill you in a heartbeat to get what she wants."
Yeah, I think there was definitely and that's something I wanted to say about her performance is that she was able to convey the loyalty, but also the undercurrent of this shit is not promised. It's not blind loyalty.
She
it's
made
loyalty that can go away.
She made a calculation. I'm in a better spot because here's the thing: if she went, because I honestly think that she did. Honestly, I will say, I think it was if Cassius didn't kill his brother Falnock, I honestly think that Sinara might have gone with him. Like
I don't know. See that, and that's where I'm at the I don't know place.
Well, cause the reason why,
or is that him proving himself to her?
It could be either way. Like I think Cassius was proving himself to her. Like like you said, I think Cassius was proving himself to her because if he hadn't done it, she would have gone. Because it's like, well, what are you? You're not worth anything. I can't kill him. She couldn't be the one to kill her brother for him, unless he gave the order. Then she would have done it. But she needed him to kind of prove, like, hey, dude, you need to get your mojo back. You need to come on. Like, if you're If you're gonna go all the way to the throne, if you're gonna take what you think is earned, you're gonna have to get your hands dirty a little bit too. I can't do it all for you.
I'm gonna need you to tighten up.
I'm gonna need you to get your shit together, yo. This is this is what women do though. They tell our men to get our shit together, right? And either we do or we don't.
God bless them for it.
Yeah, right. So now sometimes it doesn't mean to kill your brother, but I'm just saying he was a dick. So there's
like I wasn't surprised he killed his brother. I was a little, I was taken aback. Like, okay. It felt like it escalated quickly.
The only thing that would make
all of a sudden his brother was dead.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I feel like, and also I think a little bit of that too was his brother going after, Sinara. Like that was the other thing. That was the other thing too. It was like, you can't have her. She's mine. Like that's the final straw,
you're 100% right. Yeah.
Yeah. So also I loved before then. So we find out that he was cut on the cheek, and also when you start paying attention, start noticing every other Kree has those scars. Like it's just again, it goes to that thing that Kasius is just such a he I don't think he gets it. He doesn't want to get his hands dirty really, and right. I
playing dirt, not get dirty,
right? And dude, you gotta doesn't work that way. Does not work that way. It's gonna be interesting seeing how he pursues everybody and how he goes down with it. I mean, we know that Mac and Flint and Yo-Yo are still staying on the station, but it's going to be interesting seeing how, because like you said, I think Kasius now is unhinged, even more so. Like I think he was already holding on barely. Now I think it's out of the way, and like you said, Sinara is gonna. I think Sinara has a lot more control now too. So.
Yeah, I think this has gone from a very much, and I think honestly, all of us may have misunderstood the relationship from the beginning.
No, absolutely. I mean,
it's portrayed in a way where we're like, oh, it's kind of master slave, but it feels almost like hand in glove. Like this is, she's the fist of Kasius more than I think the show set us up to give her credit for early.
Yeah, I mean, and I think because, like you said. Because she doesn't speak often, and we're getting some good just face acting and emotional acting that way. You still can't, even with all that stuff, you can't really, until you hear the voice, until you really get the backstory, you don't understand what her motivations are. And now we do. And now that I know her motivations, I'm like, yeah, she's the scary one. She's the scary one. She's the one who can, one, kill anybody, which is already just the, frightening thing, right? She can kill anybody. I mean, I knew she was going to kill the other Kree. I was like, dude, you do not turn your back on her.
I was like, hey, man, not only that, you turned your back after she talked straight cash to you. You're taking a long, you're moving very slowly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just, yeah.
Man, don't turn, whatever you do, don't be like, I'll show you how fast I can do this. Don't do that. Right. That was the wrongest reaction.
Right. Well, and telling her to stand back and I'll go first. It's like, no, never a good thing. Not a good thing. So, but
we saw the flip of that with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They were like, you go last, Deke.
Mm-hmm. Right, because they were like, yeah, we don't trust you, so you go last, and we'll take. Yeah, no. So, yeah, so it's just like I love how they've handled that now, and I'm really now. Again, this is what the show does. It makes these characters really interesting, and it makes all the characters really interesting. You have a character. I mean, we just spent like 5-10 minutes talking about the relationship with a character who has spoken maybe 5 lines in the entire 7 episodes of the season so far, and we're just like, yeah, no, I'm definitely terrified of this woman and like what she can do, and yeah, it can be bad. So yeah, I'm really intrigued by that stuff and what's going on there, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that. So also don't like Flint. Yeah, I knew they were going to do this. First of all, I knew we said this last week. Like I was like, Max sees Flint. That's a child surrogate almost. He's going to be protective of this child. And I'm like, Flint's not going to want to go to the surface. He's going to want to stay. And we even mentioned last week about the cost of what's happening right now, the lives being lost. Tess just lost her life. Other people, I mean, that they just hunting for Fitzsimmons and Daisy. One of the humans that was just moving the food cart got his throat slit. You know, he didn't know anything.
Got for not having answered fast enough.
Right, for not actually, you know, he got for not being observant like the hunter was supposed to be observant. Like, that was the one thing that got me. I was like, dude, you're supposed to be a hunter? How did you miss that the hatch was open and you needed to threaten two humans who had nothing to do here?
You have a hunter truthing. A hunter doesn't necessarily have to notice all this shit. He has to threaten the people who didn't notice this shit. That's how hunting works, apparently.
I was like, oh, this poor woman. He's like, tell me where they are. I'm like, she's like, I don't know who these people are. Wrong answer. What the fuck, dude? Come on. So, but yeah, no. When he finds out Tess died because of him, Flint, that hit Flint, and so, you get Mac. I even put in my notes. I said, oh, this Mac Black fatherhood moments. Are we getting Black fatherhood?
I think we're getting it.
We're getting it.
And the thing is, people were like, oh, why would they split up? And they just thought once you brought the team together, you have to split them up again.
Well, yeah, and that always happens.
Otherwise, we're ending the season or ending the storyline. Like, once you're together, that's the end of the story.
Yeah. I mean, not only that, but it's like, this is what they've always done. If you look back to any season of the show, they are split apart. When like you said, when they come together fully, it's over. But usually when they've been split apart and they come together for a little bit in one episode, then they're back off to doing their separate missions because there's multiple things going on. And at this point, Flint wasn't going to go down the server because, again, he feels a responsibility. Like, that conversation that Mac had with him, made him go like, I need to protect these people. There was a moment there that also got me, and I feel like Mac didn't understand. Like, Flint said, what if I can't protect you? So I'm like, oh man, they already bonded. He's already looking to Mac as a father figure. He's already talking about protecting his father. Oh, this is gonna hurt, yo. This is when he can't.
Flint's coming home, baby.
Is Flint coming back to the present?
Okay, so let's talk about the rest of the show before I get into like what I think how I think this all plays out.
All right, cool.
I'll do the spoiler. I'll do potential spoilers at the end because people get mad. Yo, I get people mad at me. Like I said, you spoil it. It's like, motherfucker, I'm guessing.
We're just guessing. Sometimes we're wrong. Like I said, we said we were wrong at the beginning of this episode. Now, we were right about Robin.
I didn't know how right. Yo, someone put up an old tweet about me calling out Wells as being evil.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
The force is strong with this one.
Yeah. I mean, we were right about Robin in this episode being in the future, so there is that.
Oh yeah, we called it.
That was obvious.
By the way, that was the only thing that had narratively. Once you've established her in the past,
yeah.
It's
the only thing.
And now hopefully you tell us how Lance died.
Oh God, he just got old and stayed there, and Bobby never came back.
Lance is too dumb to not die young. Like, that's my theory about Lance from Jump Street. Like, this motherfucker is too stupid to be alive. The second to take that plot armor off of him, he's done for.
Oh man! Oh, shout out to Deke getting out of his room. He's like I had to go out through the window, and I like how everybody was just like, oh fuck it, fine, you can come with us. Like,
but we don't trust. He's like, he felt like the Fitz thing in. I don't think I'm getting enough credit.
You're not. Like,
I lost my shit in space.
Right. Unlike Fitz, though, when everybody was like, all right, no. Hey, love that Matt called him Turbo again. Hey, Turbo, no, we get it, man. We'll catch up later, but it's just, we're happy to see you. With Deke, it was like, oh, yeah, so I guess.
With Deke, it was like, fuck your window.
Right. So I'll go up first and, the hell you will?
The hell you will?
Like, we stupid?
First, you must be crazy.
Oh, I love it when he shows up and Daisy's like, I'm going to kill him. And she explains why. She's like, yeah, he's the one that turned me in. And then Simmons was like, oh, yeah, you should kill him. And then Fitz was like, Fitz finally gets up, yeah, I'll kill him too. I'm just like, you're shot. Right? I'm like, Fitz, you're shot. Sit down. Like, again, listen, I'm sorry. I love how this group works together. And it's just like, oh, wait, you turned Daisy in? Oh, no, now you got to die. Everybody, we're all in.
I heard someone needed killing. Oh.
You know what it reminds me? It's random, but I'm going to see Den of Thieves this week. And so these movies always want to be heat. And that's my favorite all time, like, heist movies.
If you don't have Pacino and De Niro, you cannot do Heat.
Thank you. I wish people would stop trying to do it. I think, but anyway, like
Gerard Butler and 50 Cent are not Pacino and De Niro, you motherfuckers.
not even close. Not even fucking close. Like, I'm gonna watch Heat later on today just because I just need to prepare my mind.
I was just like, I haven't watched Heat.
I gotta watch fucking Heat again because it's just like that's my fucking.
I love Heat. It's such a good movie.
Look, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm calling it now. Nostalgia review for Heat. It's gonna happen. I know it's not.
Is Val Kilmer in Heat? Who's the third guy?
Yes, it's Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer's in it.
And that's the favorite part about that movie is that they never put the three of them on screen together because the two of them would blow Val Kilmer into the next fucking stratosphere.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Just Heat is my movie. We're doing a nostalgia review for Heat at some point.
Yeah, I'm in on that one.
That's my fucking movie. I'm sorry. Anyway, I brought that up because it reminds me of the beginning scene when they end up when Pacino's talking about how they killed those first set of guards. And when it happened, it's like, yo, when one of them committed a felony, they all did it because they're all going to go down. So you might as well just get it out of the way. I'm like, that's kind of how this team works. It's like once they're in a situation, there's no turning back. They just go. It's like we're already fucked. So you can't be doubly fucked. So you might as well.
Yeah, right. We'll be double fucked.
It's already. You can't kill us twice. So fuck it. Let's just do it. And so I just love how that team, the team, comes together and work together. And even down to when Mac's like, yo, I'm not leaving Flint. I got to stay here. And Elena's like, obviously, Yo-Yo's not leaving Mac. So it's like, we're staying here. And it's and Coulson's like, yo, we split up. And he's like, hey, we just got together. It's like, no, come on, man. We got to do this. You go down to the surface. We'll be up here. And actually, it works. When you think about it, it's like, well, actually, you kind of do need somebody staying on the station to communicate once you guys get back and forth. So it does work. They can work to try to rise the people up here and go from there. So, like, it makes sense. So you got to do it. And I love that. I love that with the team. Like, I just love how they get things together. And, the cast seems to like each other. I mean, maybe we'll come out later on at some point and find out that they don't, but I've seen them behind the scenes and they seem to love each other. And so, it's great, man. I've really fucking loved this show. It's so fucking good. Love the fact that nobody knew how to fly the trawler.
Yo, like, honestly, but he was right. Like, I had a flying car. How much different could it be? A lot different. I was wrong.
All right. I'm like, wait. So all this time you guys were doing this, you never learned how to fly the bus or the Zephyr, Coulson? Oh, come on, Coulson. I mean, I know you got people for that.
Everyone has a job, Chris.
I know.
Your job was to fly the motherfucker.
I'm supposed to ride in it, yo.
It's like, you know what it is? It's like you can your RPG party together. Why would I have two healers?
True. Yeah.
I don't need two pilots. I got a pilot. Her name is May. Oh, and by the way, I know we're going to get to the May on the planet servers in a second. Not to toot my own horn, but I killed a bunch of those. I would never say that.
Right.
I was like, you're damn right, May wouldn't. Enoch needs to tread lightly. He may be an immortal, whatever he thinks he is, but May doesn't fuck around.
Yeah. So, that. I love that when she was like, yo, say that again. Philip J. Coulson, you're the one that put us here. Like, yeah, no, don't have.
Why is he here? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
go kill him.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, I love it. He's like,
planning on killing you.
He's like, are you a doctor? No, I'm a fighter. You should probably maybe consider a career choice. Like, you tread lightly, Enoch.
Awfully spicy,
right?
Enoch, you may want to relax.
Getting kind of spicy here, man. I need you to calm it down. But of course they're in a shield bunker, right? The shield bunker.
They're in the Zephyr.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, the Zephyr. Like, of course they are. Of course, this is how they ended up at. Like, come. Let's go. I just.
It's brilliant. You can't get mad at him. Like, it's kind of brilliant.
I just, just can't help yourself. Like, love this show, man. Love this show. So good. Anything else this episode? Like I said, I mean, I really like getting the background on the Kree structure and Kasius and Sinara and getting more there.
I was gonna let you cover this, but season 1.
Oh, the Graviton.
Look, I freaked out.
Forgot about that. Yeah. Well, because you know what's so great about that one is. That has been, and it would be so great if that becomes a bigger thing this season. this is something that they've quietly have been like seeding in the last, and not just season 1, but I want to say in season 3 or something like that, they brought it up again. Like, yeah, it's like it's always been there, and we haven't really kind of gone into it a lot. And I would so fucking love for them to go
like
more
if Franklin Hall as Graviton is like the big bad of this season. I'm here for it.
Why not?
Like if we go back and find out Graviton destroyed the Earth.
I mean, it makes sense, right? I mean,
perfect sense.
we had that all set up. They never really did anything with it, and this show loves going back and pulling things that they had brought up before and bringing them back. That would be fucking awesome. Like I was with you. I had it in my notes. I almost skipped over it, but yeah, I heard that. I'm like, because when they opened it, I was like, how are they running this? And they looked at it. I was like, what are they looking at? And I saw. I was like, you son of. Before they even said anything, I was like, oh, you guys are good. You guys.
You can't even get mad. It's just I'm not mad. I'm just impressed.
Yeah, I'm impressed. That is some good stuff. Also love. Again, their Star Wars references are always good. Mr. and Mrs. Boba Fett.
Yeah.
And
big fan of those.
Yeah. Oh man, just great here, man. I love it. Again, I just love this season. I love what they've done, and I just love the show overall. I mean, it's fun. I mean, we're 7 episodes in, man. And I feel like we've gotten what normally would... We're not even... So here's the thing. We're not even halfway through the season.
Which is nuts.
Like, this to me, with all the stuff we've done, feels like this would be... Like, we're coming up on the season finale. Instead, I feel like we're coming up on the end of maybe the first arc.
Yeah.
And...
That's how I felt at the end of Ghost Rider arc last year.
Mm-hmm. It's like, what the fuck is next? Like we're gonna give, like you said, we might get them back to present day, because even I think the next episode is called like this is the end or something like that, or the end is near. What is the next episode called? Hold on, the last day. So like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, yo. I don't know what's going on. It's just. I say 1 or 2 more episodes, and maybe we change directions and stuff. I don't know. I'm just
holding on tight, man. This is one of those things where, like, at this point, this show's a roller coaster, and we just got to hold on and hope we don't get thrown off.
Yes, bull riding.
Exactly.
It's bull riding.
That's exactly what we're doing here.
So, all right, man. What do you got for your theories, man?
All right. If you don't want to know spoilers, potential spoilers, I'm not going to call them spoilers because I'm pulling this out of my ear.
There's predictions. It's not even spoilers. Yeah, it's not spoilers.
For not just Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but for Avengers 4. Stop listening. Now, I don't want to hear from fucking anybody about what I'm about to say. All I want to hear is good theory, I disagree, or I don't hear this, if this doesn't happen. No. These are just the thoughts that run through my head because I am a crazy person who overthinks these kind of things. Chris, have you seen the Avengers 4 set photos?
No, but I do know that they are talking about potential time travel and going into future and past.
It's not time travel.
What is it?
There's a gym we haven't used yet. It's a reality gym.
Changing different realities.
We've talked about how Ant-Man and the Wasp is going to tie into Avengers 3 and 4. We've talked about how in Ant-Man, when he shrunk to the quantum size, he said there's a multiverse, a microverse.
You think Ant-Man and the Wasp?
There have been set photos of Ant-Man on. They redid some shots from Avengers where Cap's in the old bright blue suit and he's sitting next to Ant-Man.
So they changed the reality, put Hank.
So the Avengers are different. The bottom line is something's different. And while they've made very clear how time travel works. Very clear how time travel works. There is no going back. But they've also said that the show will stop tying into the movies as much. Mm-hmm. What if Avengers 3 ends with them losing, but Ant-Man in desperation in a Hail Mary shrinks himself until he pops in another reality? What if that's your soft reboot of the MCU? And what if this show at some point left our reality? and we find that out too. Or maybe this is our home reality that the Avengers abandoned.
Right, and just left over because like
and eventually the world gets blown up because the Avengers aren't here. Like I don't know what they're gonna do. I do know that those set photos, the fact that they're reshooting like Avengers scenes and Iron Man scenes and Iron Man 2 scenes and adding in different characters, people are like, well, this isn't how it happened the first time. No shit, or they just use that footage. What a stupid job people are making. Anyway.
Well, yeah, the reality.
I think they lose in Avengers 3.
Oh no. Here's the thing: they definitely lose in Avengers 3. Like.
And anyone who believes that this was a two-parter and is no longer a two-part movie, congratulations. I have oceanfront property in Iowa to sell you.
Yeah, no, this was always going to be. Because here's the thing. The only I want to say, because like what I can't remember what the order is for these movies. Is it so? It's Infinity Wars, then it's Ant-Man and the Wasp, but then what comes after? Is it Avengers 4 or is it Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
It's Captain Marvel, then Avengers 4, right?
Captain Marvel is the throwback movie.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. So even with this throwback movie, it's throwback, but how do you know some of those Avengers 4 set scenes aren't actually also in Captain Marvel?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're right.
You see what I'm saying? Because what I'm saying is if the reality's changed, then maybe, yes, what happens to Ant-Man and the Wasp is also, a different reality, but also so is like Captain Marvel, because in Captain Marvel, remember, Nick Fury is in Captain Marvel. It's in the throwbacks in the 90s. And again, there's a lot that can happen there, and I definitely think that's possible. Like you said, we only see at most Thanos with 2, maybe 3. I think he's going to get the third one. We see it in the kind of him getting the third one in the trailer. He's going to get all of them. He's going to get all the gems. He's going to get it all. And once that happens, like I said, to me, it's not a spoiler. Like, they definitely lose in Infinity War. Like, it has to be that way. And the original plan was always for it to be a two-part. It was Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2, and they decided to change, not make them a two-parter, because, again, they're still shooting them all pretty much together, but to change the name of the second part. And so who knows what that second part's going to be called. And they definitely said they don't want to do that because they'll spoil Infinity War. So, yeah. To me, that all those signs point to they lose in Infinity War. Like, they have to. And like you said, when you have the reality
Avengers
gem.
Rebirth, take shots at DC, blah, 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 blah. That's what I call Avengers for. Avengers Rebirth, suck at DC. Like, suck at DC would be the in the title.
Well, like you said, you can do all these different stories. You can change the reality. And maybe the reality gets changed back a little bit. But here's the thing about changing reality. Even when you change reality, it never goes back to exactly the same.
Yep.
It's kind of what happened with Secret. You could do Secret Wars.
It'd be tough.
It'd be tough, but...
It'd be tough to pull that off in this environment and have no one know who his cats is, like Jane Foster or you know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be tough for those people to fly in and out of Atlanta and not get noticed.
True.
So they wouldn't go small names.
True. So...
Like, even for a day of shooting, someone would have been like, what the fuck is so-and-so doing here?
Right. We'll see. We'll see. It's just... It's very interesting, man.
But you know what? Marvel also fucks with these secrets. You know, did you see how Disney wrote The Last Jedi?
No.
On a single air-gapped MacBook. Yo, they were so serious. And you got the pages of the day. You never got a full script.
Yeah, you're not going to figure this shit out.
These guys are serious, man.
They're serious. Because here's the thing, like, the amount of information we don't know, hell, the amount of information we don't know about Infinity War, and it comes out.
I don't know anything about Black Panther. I have a basic idea of how I think it unfolds, but I have no real clue.
Yeah, we don't. That's the great thing about, like, we have 3 Marvel movies coming out this month. They've been... Except for Ant-Man and the Wasp, because it's too early, and that promotion will pick up soon, like right when...
No, it's Paul Rudd. They don't promote it. They just put Paul Rudd in front of the camera because he's so fucking charming.
Right.
I was watching some of the media from the first one. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's what they do.
He's a charisma. I put him at the forefront of everything. He's a charisma monster.
He's the Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, he's charisma personified, and he hasn't aged since 1994.
Right, he really hasn't.
It's really crazy. Go look it up. You know what? Hey, everyone listening to this, if you don't believe me, go look at a still from Clueless.
Yeah, I know. Shit. Yeah.
And then go look at Paul Rudd today.
Like, who is he? Like, who is... Like, is he bathing in the blood of virgins? Like, what the fuck, man?
Vampire.
Right, he really is.
Like, I know we all talk like black don't crack. What the fuck is Paul Rudd?
Right. Paul Rudd got some black in him, yo. Like,
Yo,
who are your parents again, man? Like,
yo, I want the ancestry.com today on Paul Rudd.
I mean, are you like some Wentworth Miller type dude? Like, what the fuck's going on now?
You between movies.
Right. What the fuck is going
Are you
on?
the Winter Soldier of film?
Yeah. Do they like bury you in a casket and and
Paul Rudd to film this.
right? Hey, look, we need Paul Rudd again. Go ahead and unbury him and wake him up again. Bring in the virgins. Just I don't know, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But no, it's like seriously, like you said, we don't really know a lot about Black Panther. It's so. This is how you promote, right? We got us so hype. We've seen basically the same footage over and over again, cut in different ways. Almost none of the movie, right? Infinity Wars, you've really seen absolutely fucking nothing, right? And we didn't need to. We didn't need to. We got just an ounce. And so it's like they promote heavily, but then don't tell you anything. So you get in the movie, you're like, oh, so I know everything, and this is what's going to happen. It's like, no, you fucking don't. You really don't.
If it took for you ruining Iron Man 3 for me with that shot, for you to learn how to cut a trailer, God bless you.
Yeah, and that's what it was. Ever since Iron Man 3, they've learned their lesson.
I haven't seen a third act still since Iron Man 3.
No, they do everything from the first act of the movie. Like, I keep trying to tell people, it's like, yo, I really think that scene we see with Black Panther and them going after Claw, just because of the way his clothing, I think that's the beginning of the movie.
Oh, that's the opening sequence.
That's like the opening sequence.
The first action set.
Right. I'm like, I think
I've already accepted that. Like, that's the opening set piece for this film.
Right. I'm like, yo.
Is Killmonger breaking out Claw?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I think we're
you know what they open with his arrest because he's got the arm by then.
Yeah.
But all that chase shit that you've seen is from the first chase. Mm-hmm. This movie's gonna be a fucking monster.
Yeah. Which, by the way, shout out to everybody who bought our tickets for our DC showing, sold out in like 5-10 minutes. We still have tickets for the LA showing. There are still a few, I think, VIP tickets out for. There's a tour for Black businesses in Long Beach, and I think I'm pretty sure transportation is provided for that as well. So get those tickets, or if you just want to see the screener, we still have tickets, regular tickets available for that. And the for if you're in California, if you can make those in Long Beach, so check that out. We're if you couldn't get tickets for the showing in DC, like I said, just find a showing that's around that time and meet us afterwards for drinks. So we'll be we don't know exactly where we're going to be right now. We don't have the exact location, but it's going to be around that area. I mean, even if I figure it out that day, I'll post it on social media. Like it's going to be within walking distance of the Gallery Place Theater. So,
and y'all have been places with us before. We just take over spots.
Yes, that's what it's going to be. Like that's
like we show up with numbers and with the money, and they do what we ask.
Yeah, and so that's what I'm trying to figure. Like I'm trying to figure out now because I know that not everybody's going to be able to come because they're bringing their kids and family and people. They're not going to hang out with us. But at the same time, I also know there's going to be other people that come who couldn't get to the showing, but want to drink with us. So I'm like, we might need a room. We might need a place that can hold a lot of people, at least 50 to 60 people. So that's where I'm at now, trying to figure that out. It's also
going to be like noon on a Saturday.
Well, yeah. So there's that.
So you guys will be fine. I think you guys will be fine.
Well, I'm going to say good thing I didn't do Sunday because that would have been football. So
yeah, like football. No, actually, it wouldn't because it's February.
Oh, you're right. No football.
Like noon on Saturday in February, y'all should be Gucci, man.
Yeah,
like y'all should be able to roll up where it should be like, hey, this is the plot that looks the most fun. You should be able to do that.
Yeah, we have a crew. We're coming in.
Yeah, exactly. Like, guess what? No one's gonna. Guess what? They're not exactly breaking down the doors at noon on a Saturday.
Right.
They're gonna accommodate what the fuck you ask for.
Yeah. Bring us your finest ale, sir. The other thing too, I didn't make this announcement. Oh, no, I'm fucking crazy. I didn't make this announcement on the unanimous decision on insanity check.
Later.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I really am. Like it's just like the hits keep coming, Devon. The hits keep coming. I saw you watching the game in the first quarter. I was like, hey, dude, practice self-care. Stop. like turn this game off. This is not going to end.
I can tell myself I didn't care, which was a lie. And so I just got madder and madder. I shouldn't have watched. It's fine.
Right.
I've accepted that I made a mistake. Whatever. Let's move forward.
Hey, it all happens. But listen, so what we're doing something new on the site here to make it easier to get to each of the shows. So now you can get to the landing page for each of the shows that you watch. So if you want to watch, if you want to get to Unanimous Decision, you can just type in udpod.mtrnetwork.net, and you'll go to the landing page for Unanimous Decision. And we'll be playing around with this weekend. I'll be adding some different things, so each of the landing pages look a little bit differently and has different stuff in there. Same thing for Super Tuesday Recap, so supertuesdayrecap.mtrnetwork.net, charactercorner.mtrnetwork.net. Hopefully by the time, I think Character Corner one's up right now. Super Tuesday isn't. I'll get that up. By the time you hear this, they'll all be up. Secret Sauce. So just the name of the show, .mtr network. We basically made subdomains that redirect to our landing pages. So it'll be an easy way to remember if you ever, need to get to the site, want to see information there. It also means that if people, for instance, right now we have the podcast, but let's say Deepan wants to write an article that deals with some stuff, or hey, we have some other people that want to write articles that deal with sports. We'll be able to put them on the landing page. You'll be able to go there, find them really easily, and get to the stuff there. We're trying to make the website easier for people to get to the material they want to get to, and really bring out the fact that, hey, we're a network and everybody has their own stuff. So, we'll be working on some of that stuff coming throughout this year. So, do that. And like I said, make sure you follow us on Instagram, MTR Network. We put out a call. Well, I'll be putting out a call soon for people to send me some ideas they want us to cover for comic book clubs and character corners. And, youtube.com/MTR Network. And then join the MTR Network Facebook group. We're now over 400 members now. That came out of nowhere. I remember a while ago we were just at 100, and now I looked at it and was like, shit, we have 400 people. When did that fucking happen? So thank you guys for that. Thank you guys for joining. And we're at 401 members. So thank you guys very much for that. But join the group. It's a really fun group. It's not like some other. There's another nerd group I saw, and somebody just did a screenshot of it. I didn't actually see the post. And it was a closed group, so thank God I couldn't get in there because it made my blood pressure go higher. There was some dude complaining about, you're going to support, give money to a capitalist society and Disney for Black Panther. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this. I can't do this right now. I'm not woke enough for that shit. So, join our yeah, I can't do that. I like sleep too much. So, definitely check out the group. It's fun. We don't post any chicks in there because we want to leave actual politics out. But when it comes to things like diversity and things like that, there's a fine line that for the most part, everybody's been able to follow. We know, somebody posted, it was the Mark Hamill reading Trump tweets at the Joker. I'm like, yo, no, I'll allow that. That's okay. That's technically politics, but how can you not?
Mark Hamill content is allowed.
Yeah, Mark Hamill content is allowed, just like that, of course. So we put things in there, and we have discussions on the shows and things like that. And so check that out. And also, I'm just looking in the group now, and I just realized that the Gifted premiere season finale is on Monday. So make sure you guys check that out. So we'll be talking about that coming soon. So, all right, folks. Well, thank you guys very much for listening to us, and wherever you're finding us, thank you guys very much. It matters a lot, and we really appreciate the support we're getting. So. Until next time, we are out of here. Peace.